on the support role. Takes a little bit of input.
Right, it does. Natsumi, though, is going to go down. Great heroes here. will be able to clean him up. Level 2 Nether Blast. And again, repositioning. We're going to be very strong here. It's going to allow the Tidehunter to continue farming here at a comfortable rate. First power rune that spawns in is a regen into the bottle for Jhocam. I think they're going to be happy they didn't give that over to Yoe. And I was checking out down bottom where Mushi is actually kind of having a little bit of a rough time here into the Dusa. Has his ring of health up. He's got a pretty big wand cooking, but gotta be a bit careful here because In Your Dream is getting aggressive even so far as going underneath this tower a couple of steps.
It doesn't matter. He had no HP. He needed a reset.
But he's got a ring of health, John.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have HP. He needs a reset.
He's gonna reset, that's for sure. I think he was trying to cut a wave there. We'll see what happens because there's action over in the mid lane, pardon me, where Zephyr is gonna fall Yoe. He's got pretty long arcane curse supplies, but he'll be okay at the end of the day here. 1 for none. As Jhocam and Xnova are going to just kind of have to let their comrade in arms die. DB takes the tower in the top lane in the meantime, and he's going to be looking to do that a bit more.
On the side of AG.
He's position 5 or 4. Nova and Verge both. Big ol' zip down to the bottom lane where they look for another kill. Anamushi throws the stun, but will still die. Doubts onto Yoe's, pardon me. He dives. Oh, that's a Ravage catching 2. Not bad. Xnova. You will die, right? Yes, he will. He had the the Meteor Hammer of all things to do him in. They need to be able to interrupt Barish's live stream, but in comes Zip now from Yoe. DB's still alive as well. Lasso, Natsumi just killed off. Mushi trying to fight, but versus 4 will go down. Last Remnant here. Ooh, nice double Remnant. Picks up 3 kills there for Jhocam. As it's Zephyr who's kind of cutting her out in your dream. Jhocam doesn't have any more Remnants, but they're also lacking control here on the side of AG. They want this last kill, though. They jump back on him, but look who's just respawned. But Xnova gives the ultra kill to Jhocam. I don't think he can look for more.
Jumps in with a blink. That's the blink reveal gone. And kind of just get the pullback.
You know, keeping their cool, right?
Yeah.
Didn't pop global. I sure thought global was coming. I might have even said it, and it didn't, because now they're going to save it for this fight. The goal for AG might just be to burn some time here. They've already lost Chemical Rage, and shortly they're going to lose the Metamorphosis. They just have to make sure they don't lose any more heroes off the back end of this. And remember, no Stone Gaze, as Bat Rider is going to be rejoining the fight. DB being healed up rather nicely here. Back in under nearly full HP. He still holds the Ravage, so he'd be the key here, especially as Boom. Well, the distraction has kind of worked. AG maybe now with the advantage. Stone Gaze back in 25. Lasso in the same amount of time. So Yoe looks for the right angle on into the fight. Still doesn't have his own BKB, so it's DB being the one to really hold the ace card here. They do have themselves a Chemical Rage. Remember, Mushi the one with the Pipe of Insight. He's not the carry, much more of just the annoyance. And for now, he is certainly annoyed by him. As out comes the Ravage now. It's only going to catch on to 3 heroes. Meteor Hammer's pretty good, though, and Mushi is going to go down. Global Silence. Let's see what they can get off the back end of it. For now, not much, because there's no chain stun on Yoe. He's free to go as well now. Jhocam hit by the lasso. The Blink Dagger catches him, and boom. They have simply underestimated their opponents here. AG playing their cards right, are looking now perhaps 3 of a kind here. As Zephyr hexed up by his own big pole, taken down by the Gorgon.
And they find everything they want on AG. And this time, Boom gets punished for their patience. You know, they don't choose to force Roshan, a good call. They pull back, but without certain tools, without that Metamorphosis, there's no threat. It's much harder for them to just lay that damage on. Jhocam as well, playing a little bit more far forward, exposing himself this time to that lasso, and the difference is huge. Charmy Geniuses, you basically have 2 heroes you're playing with as chorus, because frankly, when your Alk does go for the Ags,
it's an offlane Alk. It's a respectable build.
Yes, but it's not. It doesn't like give you that much control.
He's
it doesn't
not
have
a
that
carry.
much impact there.
He's utility. Although I do wish maybe this is the better build these days. Offlane Alks used to go Blink Daggers in these situations. It wouldn't have done a thing to change this kind of a fight, but they are going to pop the global Yoe now with the BKB activated as Mushi trying to live through this one. No chance. With that, Scotty reducing his heal amount. Ooh, John. This might be high ground.
Yeah, this might be high ground. This could be game 3 if AG maintain this. Boom. And they sit back a little bit. They get punished in that fight on the first Roche. And it just kind of spirals down from there. Like, where are you supposed to find the damage to really burn down In Your Dream when he's up front with that butterfly? How is Natsumi supposed to handle that?
Right?
Yeah, like, it's that Pugna combination. Again, he's always going to get mana because he's never losing HP.
Pugna combination. our boys at gas station. Ember Spirit in, looking for the win. No control. I can't rhyme. I'm not that clever, and it's far too late in the day. But Ravage is pretty darn good, catching on 3. Yhocam trying to escape the mini. Remnant will do him no good, however. As he dies, drops Remnant in his wake, but has no buyback here. Natsumi as well, I have to say, spooked into using the Metamorphosis. And again, it's AG who aren't even going to wait that long here, John. They're just going right back on it. No way, in your dream. I don't know if that's quite advisable, though. He's going to lose his Aegis. There's an Eye of Scotty as well for Natsumi, but it's Jhocam who is going to be able to provide cover here. And the mana, sorry, make that the life drain, which does give a little bit more sustenance for the Dusa. Bold move, though, to go up to the high ground like that.
Yeah, quite bold. Fully reset now, though, so...
Except for Verge, poor man.
Who cares about
He's all skin and bones now.
That's the life of a Pugna 5.
It's like, you know when you're a little kid trying to blow up a balloon?
Yep.
Give it your all?
Nope.
That's Pugna right now. Big ol' zip in from Yowie. Has BKB. Natsumi. He's going to be pretty calm, cool, and collected on his 8-second charge at BKB. Careful here. There's more damage on the Dusa. Bridge a bit lower on the mana. They are out of mana now for the Dusa and her shield, but a Decrep will get her off the high ground, and they got what they came for. Tier 3 and the first barracks. Melee barracks at that. Not bad at all.
Yeah, big take for the side of AG.
Being in the mix, you're going to make things much easier for yourselves.
Okay,
I see what you're saying there, Jonathan. The C teams with connection issues. See, I know.
Yeah.
You get it. You get it.
On multiple levels, we do have that issue.
Here's Boom. Okay, Jhocam kind of showing off a little bit here. We'll see as Mushi looking for a way into this fight, but of course, without a Blink Dagger, isn't really a, reliable Blink initiator here that perhaps his team would want him to be. AG, make that Boom, pardon me, at least finding a decent position here from behind. Yowie will be a tough grab, not only because he's a Storm Spirit with level 3 Ball Lightning, but he's got a BKB and a Shield Rune to back him up. Not to mention the Mana Battery. But Boom, they're going to have to, basically recall back to the base here. Give this another go. They didn't get that first go around correct. Not at all.
No. They're about to just defend against stall out. They're 7k behind now.
Do you think this is bold, though, from AG? I mean, there is no Aegis anymore. It's been reclaimed.
I don't think it's too bad for them to go for a smoke play and look for something aggressive. Like, if you think about the counterplay of Boom, it's very limited.
Maybe Yopaj, yes, they found him. X-Nova, Global Silence is going to be activated now, but Yowie already got off the Vortex. Now, Yopaj freed. Jhocam is going to be punished for that one. In your dream now, might struggle to get away here from Natsumi. Does have the Stone Gaze active now, which buys him a little bit of time. Separate. Is that, what do you hear in the distance, John? Is that a bell ringing? Do I hear round 2? Any takers? Any takers? No. No takers.
No takers, no bells. So it's worthwhile. You have a window where you can just take this fight again.
Well, that's true. I mean, and they're going to look to push it now. I mean, a bit surprised, but it is going to be the right time here with Metamorphosis on cooldown. And you can see Zephyr basically giving head pats to Natsumi as frequently as he can to get that thing back off cooldown. Jhocam sees the ward. I think they see him as well, as X-Nova is going to be the one to get caught here. He's a pretty big kill, especially because he doesn't have buyback, so...
I mean, this is a nail-biting moment. These are two Indonesian orgs.
Big one. Oh, Mooch jumps in. That's going to be a stun on the Yowie, but of course he's got a Lotus dispelled. Still ends up finding himself silenced, however. X-Nova, by the way, holding onto a Gem of True Sight as Jhocam. For an initiation, there's going to be a Ravage. Really nice job. And there's going to be the Budget Black Hole into now the Meteor Hammer from DB, but the damage, not really there, to be honest. It's still mostly on the Dusa, and even if the control was pretty nice and you got the buyback out from X-Nova, not really much else was gained.
No, In Your Dream was just not in that fight.
He's just not as spoilers. Medusas are not as mobile as Storm Spirits.
Gosh, that's a little bit surprising. Perhaps it's the lack of feet.
My man can get kited really easily. It used to be like a natural balance to him until that was removed, but still certainly going to struggle against it here.
Slow siege has begun.
Keep your eye out. Oh, there, keep your ears out now. In comes the Unstable Concoction. Does get reflected, but they have Muchi. Yopaj considering going on as well, but they're going to keep Natsumi at bay. From the high ground, though, he's starting to do some damage as Muchi does stay alive. These darn Dusa illusions, man. Look at these things. Tough to get through. I think she's got a block of cheese as well, hasn't she?
Oh. Does she have a full block of cheese?
I've never seen that before in a game I've casted. Natsumi's going to be able to get up the BKB. Global Silence as well. Does allow Natsumi to get away the Sunder. Good boy, Zephyr. Nice job, man. Now give me magic. Now give mana. You give your life, your soul, everything here for Boom to try and stay in this game. Unfortunately, AG have Pugna, who does the same thing. It means that AG is back up to the high ground just as easily. Nice Satanic pop there. Sumi continues to stay alive. I couldn't tell. I think that was a block of cheese.
I don't think so.
What was it then?
We still have the cheese intact.
Oh, pardon me. What the heck did they give him?
I'm not sure, but I have seen the block of cheese in a secret game in Div 2 with Puppy picked it up on the silencer. Let me tell you, on the silencer it doesn't seem amazing, Richie. Maybe not the hero for the block of cheese.
Is secret already in Div 2?
I mean, that was like last tour. Tour 2, Div 2.
Got it.
So I did see that.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we talked to Puppy about it, and he's
I think
like,
your watch is 2 days fast.
well, I know my memory's loose, Richie, but I'm not senile just yet, okay?
Well, maybe you're...
I'm close to it.
Yeah. Boom. Really holding on for dear life now. This is their last lane of barracks. Skusa has Aegis only for 55 seconds as Mushi will stun himself on the high ground. They have caught Jhocam. That's quite the jump into the Ravage, committing everything here. They need a pop-bomb.
Wait,
Does
what?
he have a Remnant? He does, but it's a deep Remnant. He didn't have a defensive Remnant, Jonathan. Does have buyback, though, can be into this fight, but it's Boom who are losing this engagement. They're going to have better back in 8 seconds as Mushi throws the stun, reflected back towards him as DP backstrokes his way on over to him and proceeds to do nothing because he doesn't really have any damage. It's the Dusa who's on to the structures. The damn Coddle in the Year of Art Lord 2023 popping the Crimson Guard, keeping these buildings alive a bit longer, but it's X-Nova in trouble now, basically 3-shot by the Dusa, does not have buyback. That triggers the buyback now from Jhocam, but in trouble.
No.
Somebody stepped up to be turned into stone and killed.
That's
Without
it.
buyback, that'll be game number 3 here, almost certainly, Jonathan. Jhocam doing what he can, and sure, they may not be able to stun him, but you sure as heck can't kill him either. Game number 3 here as AG fight their way back into the series.
Yeah, and another moderate pace game from both sides. This time, it looked strong from Boom once more, right? Like coming out of the laning phase into some of the mid-game fights, they looked sharper. But my issue with this draft, my issue with what they had to do here is that you relegate Mushi into an item machine. Like, all he has in this game is